I don't know how many of you guys I lost. This is Graceful Exposure, chiming in from such a hot day in the United States of America. Just to let you know the recent breaking news concerning the Diddy trial. And hopefully, you guys will get back on. My stream just completely stopped. And I had planned on doing a video for you guys about the immigration deportation and ICE. I will do that video still today. And just want to let you know the verdict is in, according to very well-known uh, a YouTube creator, that the Diddy trial has found the judge, jury, I don't know who else, but that Diddy had been found not guilty. Are you guys surprised? Are you guys surprised about this verdict that you just heard in the other video? If you check out the video, my live stream died, and I was really trying to just hurry up and let you guys know. For the next weeks, I'm going to have content after content after content. I've been holding back. I've been trying to make sure that if I get on, that I am consistent. I just married my last youngest son. He is 23. I didn't marry him, but I attended a wedding in Baltimore and got a chance to fly up there and fly back. I've got so much freedom now, and just am grateful to God for everything He's doing in my life. You know, a lot of times when you don't see people, when they chill out, when they're away from the crowd, when they're not chiming in and putting out content, they're really working on their life, or they're really working on their sanity or their peace, or just simply just getting things in order, I think. So I heard someone say one time, if you don't hear from me, then check on me. Well, anyway, I'm back, and I am going to give you back-to-back content. It's going to be ongoing. I really want to zero in on a lot of the deportation and the JD Vance stuff that I have. I'm going to give you some little tidbits and some snippets on what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to be talking about, I don't know if you know or not, but there is a group of individuals, I would say, I call them wealthy. I was going to say billionaires, but you don't know if all of them are billionaires. But I just chimed in. I was creating a video concerning the farmers' crisis and how farmers don't have anybody to replace the jobs. But I just got inside information from a creator from YouTube that the Diddy verdict is not guilty. Hi, everyone. Thank you. Hi, India. Yes, my smoke alarm. Gosh, probably a pet peeve for you guys. But I don't know if I'm in a 3-bedroom house. I won't climb a ladder today, but I'll just take the battery out and deal with that the next time I upload a video or come live. Thank you. It's been a few months, I think, since I've done a video. But I was about to do a video on the deportation and the crisis, the ICE, and Trump. So I'll talk a little bit about it here, and I'll prepare my video. But I had to switch gears because a very, 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 I won't say famous. He's not famous, but he's very controversial. But he does not put out information unless he really knows. And he's not going to do anything for clickbait. He is going to tell you the truth. And he says he has inside information that Diddy has been found not guilty. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but Diddy has been found not guilty. He said he knows the attorney. He got a text message from the attorney, not guilty. Let that sink in. Let it sink in, everyone. Let it sink in, let it sink in, let it sink in. Not guilty. He also says he knows a couple of the jurors. If you watch my video before this, I indicated that. So I know a lot of you are rushing off my live now, and you're going to check and see if you can find other information. But I think they're going to keep it under wraps, probably until they get him out of the booking system, get him home, get everybody gone and everything out of the courtroom. They're probably going to release it at a time where reporters are all there. I don't know what the information will be if you get off this live, but I promise you, if you stay on this live, you can get some information. How about this? How about I just go ahead and let you listen to the rest? I had to come over here and plug my phone up because I didn't plan on doing it on my phone, but my laptop, the stream keeps acting up and it won't let me stream the previous video that I was going to do about the farmers crisis, about Vice President Vance doing kind of a Martha Stewart, Bill Gates thing with this inside information that he probably had before they started doing the immigration. So he already is on the inside knowing what Trump is going to do with ICE and deportation. So he cashed in, and I'm a poker player, so I say he cashed in pre-flop. He bet all in, I'm saying, allegedly. But there's information that he's with a group of people that cashed in on this crisis before it happened, before the deportation happened. That's the video that I was going to do, and I'm preparing that video, so it will be after this, and you will see me do videos back to back to back to back this whole entire month of July. So I promise you, if you hit the notification bell, and you'll see when I'm coming on, because you never know when I'm coming on, but I will promise you that in the month of July, you're going to see a flurry of videos, not for just to get views or likes or anything like that, but you're going to see a flurry of videos from me. I'm going to be playing not catch up, but I'm going to be giving you information, because a lot of you guys work steady 9-to-5 jobs and you don't know all this information that I know. I know so much information, and it will be very important, even if you don't subscribe to the channel or like the video, if you will hit the notification bell, so when I come on, information that you would never know, you'll get it from me. So let me let you listen to a bit of this about Diddy. I know it was about 13 viewers, but as soon as I said it, I know people got off and started going on YouTube to try to find it. But I promise you, I will leave the description of the individual that has given this information and leaked this information in the description box at the end of this video. I did a video before this and the live feed kind of collapsed. So why don't I just, and I'm sorry for the shakiness, but I am right now, my phone was dying, and when I got this information, I wanted to give it to you right away. Okay? That's how much I love my viewers. All right, here we go. Let me turn this around and get it ready for you and do my best to hold it steady. Are y'all ready? Give me a like if y'all ready. If y'all ready, give me a like, okay?
Nobody's lying. Y'all tripping, man. I already done told y'all the verdict. Y'all getting mad at me. So y'all want the man to go to prison? He was found not guilty then. Y'all, I'm telling you the truth. You know what I mean? I know the attorney and I know 2 of the jurors. I already got the inside scoop. You know? What's that? What, the carrot cake? Yeah. I can talk to him. I'm on live. Talk to him. I'm on live.
I'm originally from Illinois.
Yeah, so guys, the verdict is in. It is what it is. People mad at me because I know the attorney and I know 2 of the jurors. I have to see. Listen, I've been keeping quiet for a long time. Now I'm gonna say what it is. Not guilty. Y'all gonna see. Let's see. You know what's so crazy, fam? All of you folks are here because you want to see a man go to prison. That's some sick ish, bro. Like, for real. Like, that's how sick the world is. You got content creators going live early in the morning because they want to see a man go to prison. That's when you know you got problems. You know? Shout out to Floridine Rollo for the support. Southern diplomats. Shout out to you for the support. Yeah, Johnson & Johnson stock is going up for the Diddy oil, so you know. I'm gonna go get me some of that oil too, you know what I mean? I'm gonna put it on eBay and sell it. I already told you guys, and y'all getting mad at me. Man, it's free. Now, he gonna have a party. I don't want to go to the party. Y'all getting more stuff? How much this whole order is? Like $100? Y'all just racking up bills, bro. I'm at the secret location now. Did I leak the name? I don't know if it caught the name. Yeah, the limo's outside. I got a connect that's in New York. He's telling me what's going down. There was a note that was passed, and Diddy started to smile when he saw the note. So I'm just letting y'all know that's why they're taking so long, because they're trying to get everybody prepared for the shock. You know what I mean? Cutie Smarty says, I'm lying. I'm not lying. Why would I lie? You lying. You mad because I know the verdict before you. You want him to be guilty, right? I gotta connect. You know how people got connect when they want to get some Jordans, or they got to connect when they selling some work. I got to connect when it comes to the case. You know? I already done told you the man is not guilty. Can't y'all see that dude already done served his time already? Y'all ain't realized that yet? Look how long they had him locked up. He already served his time already. They just wanted to punish him a little bit, you know? You know? You saw Yee, he went up to the court. You know, if he went up to the court, you know he coming home. You know? Stop fronting, dude. What? It's not guilty. Hold up, that's peso, man. I thought you finished. I thought you were done from YouTube. That's peso, man, yo. Shout out to peso, man.
Mom, we're so glad
Okay.
you're feeling better. You gave us such a scare.
So, you want to call him Puffy? Puff Daddy? P. Diddy? P. Diddy, according to breaking news, has been found not guilty. This is breaking news. Again, I'm saying from a content creator that is not going to just put out clickbait. So I can just attest to you that this news is correct. So this content creator has issued this statement that Diddy has been found not guilty. It's been issued. I can just imagine that the courtroom is just preparing it like this and not leaving all the information out so that there will not be a lot of chaos. They have to get him from being booked. Go. Talking to my dog. They have to get him, see my little doggy. They have to get him from being booked and prosecuted. Go. And, well, not prosecuted, but get him, you know, from the reporters. They probably have the limo outside waiting. He's going to be reunited with his family. The evidence, I believe, was not enough evidence. It was pretty much a trial on, oh my gosh, my dog's made a mess. It's pretty much a trial on a domestic trial, a domestic violence trial from years and years and years ago. Cassie apparently had been with him probably around 11 years. And this is breaking news. This content creator says that this information was gathered from an attorney that he knows that's on the case. And this content creator also stated that he knows a couple of jurors. Wow, what a connection. This gentleman is not a person that does clickbait. He's very serious about his craft. I can tell you who it is, but it will be in the description. It will be in my description box. So I'm going to leave it in the description. A lot of you guys are just chiming in and finding out. And I'm sorry I'm not answering your comments. On my phone, they're not streaming around. They're not going around and around and around. They're just stuck. The beginning comments are just stuck right there. I had to just jump in real quick because I was preparing a video to do for you guys that talked about J.D. Vance doing kind of like Bill Gates and chiming in on inside information with a group of people. These guys, they have so much information. They share and they get money together and they cash in on it. I call it cashing in on the pre-flop. I just had to walk out for a minute. I'm looking for my doggy while I'm talking to you. But I call it cashing in from the pre-flop. I'm a poker player, so because I know how to play Texas Hold'em, before the flop comes, before you even show any of the cards, some people just bet because they have a good hand. That's what a lot of these millionaires and trillionaires and people that have money, they do. They get this inside information. Remember Martha Stewart? She had inside information and she traded. She did some time for it, but she still benefited. She had her little cooking show with Snoop Dogg. She benefited from the inside information. These guys have inside information and they always cash in. They always have that influx of money because of this inside information. But money is not the answer to everything in the world. Trust me, it's not. But switching gears, J.D. Vance did a Bill Gates, Martha Stewart move, and I'm going to give you that inside information on my next video that I was preparing for. But because this information came to me so quickly, I wanted to get to my YouTube audience and let you guys know. Just like the information on J.D. Vance came to me so quickly, just studying about the ICE and the immigration, so I wanted to get it to you. So I'm going to get it to you after this video, but this video is specifically about Diddy. Diddy cashing in, not cashing in, I'm sorry, I'm mixing that up with J.D. Vance. But I'm going to talk about the farmers in crisis with the deportation. But right now, Diddy has been found not guilty of all charges. What do you guys think? Let's have a conversation about it after this, because I'm not on my laptop and I don't know what's going on with that laptop right now. But we're going to have a conversation about what's going on in the world. I'm going to be getting on live this entire month of July. This is the first day of July. What a great time to begin to do live videos back to back to back to back. It's a great comeback. I can't wait. So you guys make sure that you subscribe to the channel, like the videos. Most importantly, hit the notification bell because you don't know when I'm going to come on and go live. It takes more work to do an unlive video than it does to do a live video. I don't particularly like to do lives because you have to try to get yourself prepared for it. And when I want to do a live, I might have my pajamas on. I might be in my room. I might be drinking some tea. But just wanted to give you this inside information. This YouTuber got this information from an attorney that he knows on the case. And he says, I don't have to keep it to myself anymore. He's been knowing this attorney on the case and couldn't say anything. So now the cat is out the bag. Apparently the attorney texted him and said he'd been found not guilty. So you can't come back and blame it on me if it's the opposite. But this YouTube creator, I will leave the link in the description. You can go and watch him. But this YouTube creator, he is not one to get on here and just lie and do clickbait. He says he knows a couple of the jurors. So I wish this live chat was going so I could answer you guys' questions, your comments. I'm so sorry. But I suggest you guys talk to each other, you know. Talk about this. What do you think about it? What do you think about the verdict? What do you think is going on now? This information was uploaded 2 hours ago. And I wanted to get it to you right away. So I stopped what I was doing, grabbed my phone, got on live so I can get you guys the information. Diddy, Cassie, Jane. Jane was the other individual. These charges stemmed from 2019 to present. Some of the charges the statute of limitations had run out on. The judge gave curative instruction. I can get you some information on that. Hold on. The judge gave curative instruction on how to deliberate, and he was very specific. In that very specific instruction, he pretty much laid it out on the line that the government, you don't take their testimony as testimony. They're just individuals prosecuting the case. So they can't do that. He specifically said, rule on specifics. I can get you something where you can read step by step. If you just hold on, I'm going to get that for you. He laid it out to the jury, the instructions. Now, during the deliberation, there was one juror that the other jurors decided to send the judge a note and say this one juror is not trying to follow the instructions. So a lot of people speculated, what does this mean? They said that maybe this one juror wasn't following the instruction because he had his own idea of what he thought, because each of us are individuals. But if these individuals said he wasn't following the instructions, he was not trying to listen to the judge's instructions, and he was trying to think his own way. So can you imagine if they specifically said that he's not following the instructions? If Diddy is found not guilty, then that one juror was pretty much probably thinking, no, I can persuade them, or I can tie this up and try to get them to see that there's maybe one count he's guilty of or another count. And or if it was swinging his thoughts, this juror, his or her thoughts. On the other side of the fence, maybe he wasn't trying to follow the instructions because he didn't want to see that unanimous decision go. So definitely this tells me that the jury did not want a hung decision. They did not want a mistrial. They wanted to rule. And I want to say this, and I'm throwing it out there. I covered the Young Thug trial, and you can go back and look at some of those videos. And in this Young Thug trial, these jurors afterwards discussed it. They talked about it. And they said, hey, we were going to acquit Young Thug. We were going to acquit them, period. And there was maybe one juror that thought differently. They said there was no evidence. They said it just pretty much the case wasn't good at all. And they had their comments on it. I'm saying 2025, 2024, 2025, there's a tide turning. And this evidence in these cases is showing Black Americans that if you stand up for your rights and not take a lot of the, what is it called? The offers that they give you so that you don't have to face trial and have to face all that time, that the tide is turning and Black Americans are realizing that they can stand up for their rights. They can fight these cases. They don't have to take what the opposing side, the DA's office is offering. And they're seeing it now back to back in these cases now. So what's going to happen now in Melly's case? What's going to happen in the case with Lil Durk? What's going to happen with all of these RICOs that the DA is trying to cash in on? What's going to happen now? Well, a lot of people are going to start saying not guilty. I personally, and this is me personally, I raised my children to plead not guilty. No matter what, plead not guilty. Don't take the first offer you get. Don't take any offers. Take your case to trial. Take it as long as you can. And see if you can get the verdict that is applicable to you. If you're not guilty, fight the system. Don't give in to the system. Don't just right away say, I'm guilty. Or if they offer you 6 months, then you got a record that you have to fight for the rest of your life. And you have a felony charge. You can't get the job you want because you wanted to cut the time. I know it's a hard and difficult decision, especially when you're in the jail. And that's the thing that people like DA Fannie Willis cash in on. They cash in on the fact that these individuals are locked up, will hold them in there forever. The justice system is really slow. It takes a long time before your hearing is heard. It takes a long time before you get a court date. It just takes an awful long time. And so that in itself, doing time, is not a very happy thing. Of course, you guys, a lot of you don't know that when you lose your freedom for a long period of time or a certain period of time, you tend to say, well, I might as well take this so that I can get home to my family, so I can get home to my children. Well, we have examples now. We have examples of individuals that say, hey, I'm going to fight this. I'm going to use my money for my freedom. I don't care what it takes. I'm going to fight this case. So the pendulum of the justice is swinging in a different favor. The tide is turning all over the world, all over the country. I'm going to talk about it on this channel. All over the country, there's so much going on, internationally and nationally. Now, Diddy apparently has been found not guilty. And this person, if you're just chiming in, says that he knows an attorney that sent him the text message. And he also knows a couple of the jurors. Now, I hope all of this I'm saying is not for anything, but, or however way you say that, But I'll put the description in my box of where it came from. You can talk to this individual. I mean, you can listen to his video from his channel. And I don't want to tell you now because I don't want you to jump off because he's already presented it. You can rewind it. You can listen to what he has to say. He doesn't have any extra to add, but he might have his own extra to add, and you can go and look at that. I'll add the description when I edit the video, and you can see this individual. This individual is not a clickbait person. So if he says not guilty, I would bet 90% to 10% that he knows the verdict. He knows that the verdict is not guilty. And the courtroom probably is preparing people. The judge is probably giving them instructions not to say anything. It was done a couple of hours ago. So the verdict came in a couple of hours ago. Close of business about what? 2. It's close of business almost in a lot of places. So, maybe they're going to roll it out tomorrow officially. But right now, this individual says that Diddy was found not guilty. Get your comments in there and just share with each other, what your thoughts are, what's going on, what's your reaction. I did promise you one thing. Let me get on my screen, and I have another content creator that has read the information. How about I do that in a separate video? But I'll just kind of sum it up right here. He read the information that there was a juror that sent the main juror that they put in charge of the jury team, sent a note to the judge and said that this one juror is not trying to follow the instructions. The judge and I will do a video on this specifically, the instructions that I read that the judge gave the jury pretty much said, hey, if the glove don't fit, you must acquit. Acquit. Pretty much says, hey, if this doesn't fit this, then you cannot decide this. If this doesn't fit this, you cannot decide this. He also made mention that the government is not a witness. You can't feel like the government is an expert on anything just by what they said. Now, I also saw videos of the attorney for Diddy, and I don't know all the names because I haven't covered the Diddy trial. I just jumped on here to give you guys the inside information on this verdict, that alleged verdict that we got, that Diddy's been found not guilty. You can share it with your friends and neighbors and just wait to see what happens later today or tomorrow. But this attorney, they said, pretty much summed it up and said he and Cassie were swingers. He and Cassie had a swingers lifestyle. And most of the testimony during the trial, to sum it up, it had mostly Cassie making the times that Diddy would spend time with her and another individual that was an escort. And she would make those calls and call Diddy and tell him, you want to get together tonight? I haven't seen you in months. Or tell them, hey, how'd you like that? How'd you like how it was going? And I don't want to keep talking in that area. But that most of the calls were made by her, and they were in secrecy. Diddy was always saying, I don't want this person to know. Don't let this person find out. Doesn't sound like he had so much power and threatening ability that he couldn't threaten them not to say anything or not to see anything. He was trying to, according to the testimony, keep things under wraps. So now that it's out in the world and it's uncovered, Diddy's lifestyle pretty much was a lifestyle that he liked to watch. And he liked his girlfriend to engage. That's the only way I can put it delicately, as best I can. And that's the lifestyle that he had. He also liked to indulge in doing drugs during this time. I don't want this stream to die like the other stream. I'm getting a charge notification. So he also, there you go. Ooh, I didn't hear it chime. There it is, it's charging. So anyway, a lot of the testimony was testimony like that. There was also testimony that this individual named Jane said she was dangled over a balcony and said that Cassie was there to see it. They were friends or acquaintances or whatever the case may be. And records showed that she lied in that instance. One lie can mess up a whole case. Come to find out that she shared the information with Cassie. Cassie was not there to see any of it. Another statement was made by a content creator that the jury, the attorney led the testimony of Cassie, that they led her to what they wanted her to say instead of asking for her truthful statement of what was going on with their questioning. They led her. Another content creator stated that in the closing arguments, the attorneys, which these attorneys are DAs, and assistant DAs, and they're lawyers that work for the office, they get a paycheck. So these are not paid attorneys. And these attorneys that did their closing arguments, the one attorney, and I don't know the names, I didn't follow the trial, but the one lady that did the closing argument, that she was looking down on her paper and up and making her closing argument. Now, there are other curators that said that she did, she did an absolutely fabulous job and really cut Diddy to the bone for the RICO, the trafficking, the prostitution charges, the drug distribution charges. Those were some of the charges that were claimed against Diddy. And but some of the creators said that she was looking at her thing. Now, they said the attorney for Diddy got right in front of the jurors and did everything off the top of his head almost. And that's just from me listening to a lot of the commentary of these individuals. While you're coming in, Diddy has been found not guilty. Apparently, that's what they're saying. I see there's a few people that are just coming in. Just wanted to let you know what this live was all about, the Diddy trial, and that he had been found not guilty. This content creator just shared it. I can give you a little more on it, so I won't talk so much just because a few people just came in. While I give it to you, can you at least give me some likes for getting on and getting you this information right away? And so here, let me just try to get you in on some more info. I'll just go ahead and let you listen. I'll let you go ahead and listen to this content creator, and you can judge for yourself. I'll also leave it in the description box like I've told you guys over and over and over again. So just get ready. I'm gonna turn it on for you, but I was looking at the TV. But I am trying to turn that back on for you. But in the meantime, put the notification on, because there's a lot of information I'm going to give you from July 1st to July 30th. Hold on, let me turn this television. I guess I'm going to have to probably close this out. You guys want me to close this out? You want me to give you this information? Hold on. Hold on 1 second. I really want to give it to you. Here it comes. 1 second. I really want to give it to you. Here it comes. Just wait 1 second.
People on YouTube. I thought he was done with YouTube. What I owe? How much I owe, Masha?
This is the content creator that broke the news.
I gotta pay something in a minute. The judge froze all his billions.
Thank you for that like.
14? Give me a minute, guys. Give me a minute. Okay, put a 1 if we... Okay, put a 1 if we back. Put a 1 if we back. We back?
I'm so sorry my chat is not going around, or I could answer your questions.
So you got the carrot cake?
I'll try to forward this for you.
Bro, we got all the food. You'll be back later on to say, yo man, yo, you were right, bro. Yo, I can't believe it, man. You'll be back later.
I wish I could move this chat. I don't know how.
You know what it is? The people who saying the title is wrong. They want to see Diddy behind bars for life. That's what they want. They want to see him behind bars. Now the verdict is already in. I told you I know the attorney and I know 2 of the jurors. I already got the inside scoop of it. I already knew it from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't tell nobody yet. You know how it is. We ready? Oh, you still waiting for something else?
So Diddy has been found not guilty.
Is everybody in the comments slow or what? Like, y'all saying they are still deliberating. I'm telling you, I already know the verdict before it came in. Y'all tripping. Use your brain. I already know the verdict before it already happened. Double tap the screen and give it a like, man. Yeah, free R. Kelly, man. Free R. Kelly, y'all. Hashtag free R. Kelly.